Hi there, this is Nikki Rowland for the Stick It Down Challenge blog, and this month we are working in collaboration with Cheeky Studio. The sketch we have this month was designed by Laura Rumble, and the Cheeky Studio have sent me some really lovely products to use on my layout. So they've sent me a pack of die cut florals and a wood veneer shape that says Get Cheeky, which is perfect for lots of my photos of my children. Laura, who designed the sketch, also provided a free cut file, actually two different ones, a heart shape that I'm using today or a star shape, so choose whichever one works for you, and they're downloadable for free on the Stick It Down blog. So pop over and get those. I've cut that out on a piece of white cardstock, and I'm now backing that die cut with the turquoise paper that you can see there. I just roughly drew around it with a pencil and hand cut it out, and now I'm just sticking it on top. Don't actually see the outline of the turquoise, just the internal hearts are coloured now. So now that that's done or backfilled, I've got the cutouts of the hearts as well that I might put down the left hand side as per the sketch, but they're white on white at the moment, so I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do with those. I've pulled out the Pebbles Forever My Always collection to work with today because the colours went quite nicely with the theme that I had going on. And I'm just working out the die cuts here, what coloured ones I'm going to use. There were some yellows in the pack which didn't go with my paper collection, but most of the others are pretty good. So we've got some blues and dark, more like a dark grey. We've got the bright pink, which goes perfectly with the paper collection that I've chosen. Yeah, so I'm just kind of trying to bring it all together. I've pulled out some floral stickers and some floral die cuts also from that paper collection, and mixing them all together to create a really lovely spray of colour there along the right hand side of my heart. So now I've carefully arranged all of my layout. Of course, now I need to stick it all down. So I've just taken the whole lot back off again, and I'm going to start sticking all of those pieces in place now. So I like my layouts to have lots of texture and dimension. So what I'm doing is I started with the big spray of flowers from the Forever My Always sticker sheet, and then which I stuck flat, and they've gone in with the bigger pink flowers from the die cuts from Cheeky Studio, and I've raised most of those up on foam pads, and now I'm getting into different layers by tucking the leaves under the heart, under the flowers that I've just stuck on that I raised up, and just basically going through and making a really lovely spray with all of these flowers and leaves. I love the blue colour in these die cuts. It's a bit darker than the turquoise that's in the Forever My Always collection, but it's great because it gives a bit of a contrast there, and I really love how it all comes together and how it looks. I've just layered my photos up there on a couple of journaling cards from that collection, and I'm just bringing over the die cuts from Cheeky Studio to the left side of my photo too, to bring in that pop of that blue, lovely blue colour there, and make it all look like it flows nicely and tie the whole thing together really. So I'm still carrying on with my layers, lots of different layers, so raising some things up on foam pads, tucking some bits under. Okay, so now I'm moving on to the string of hearts on the left hand side. I decided against using the white cutouts from the die cut because they were white on white, and I could have painted them, but I was feeling a bit lazy. So instead I had this great sheet of hearts from the Forever My Always collection, and I decided to fussy cut those instead. Probably painting the original hearts would have been quicker than fussy cutting all of these little ones, but that's what I went for in the end. So here I am, just fussy cutting all of those out now. Now the sketch shows that all the hearts are kind of stitched in place, and I was not going to do that. I didn't want to sew through the little phrases that's on the heart stickers, but then I had a genius idea that I could remove all the hearts first and add the stitching first, which is what I'm doing right now. Why you can't see I'm doing anything, but I've taken it over to my sewing machine and I'm doing 2 rows of stitching with the We Are Memory Keepers Stitched Happy sewing machine, and I've used the thick baker's twine. I really love the effect of this baker's twine sewn on a sewing machine. It's really cool. It's quite a chunky look, and I really love it. It just instead of the very subtle detail of a normal sewing machine thread with a regular cotton, it gives a really good effect. Yeah, so I've just done that on the left hand side, and now I'm moving on to my title. So Cheeky Studio sent me this lovely wood veneer that says "Get Cheeky." It's a wood veneer, so therefore it's wood colour, which didn't really go with the rest of my layout. I hadn't got much, I had got no wood grain on there at all, and it just didn't quite look right. So I decided to paint it, and I've gone for a gold colour because there are little flecks of gold within the stickers and some of the leaves that I've used from the Forever My Always collection, so therefore I'm just going around and painting that there with a thick gold paint. I go in and out of all the little bits as well. I've painted the sides and in the holes, like in the E, for example, just to make it look perfect. And I've just set that aside to dry, and now I'm working on the hearts on the left hand side of my layout. I've added an ampersand sign there too for a bit of variety, and now I'm just going through and adding on my hearts. I'm raising most of them up on, I think all of them up on foam pads actually, maybe one of them or two of them I don't, but most of them are raised up. And I'll continue to add to that cluster on the side there later on as well. Or I'm already doing it now. So putting in some little puffy stickers there from that collection and some other stickers from the sticker sheet. Okay, so yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I've put some of those puffy stickers to the right hand side on that spray as well, just to kind of bring it all together and add lots of little details. And there I've just added in my Get Cheeky title. I'll put my tape gun on it just to hold it in place there for a moment while it dries. And that, other than I'm adding some journaling now, that is my layout done. I'm going to call that complete before I add any more to it. I absolutely love the result. The die cuts to work with were lovely, really lovely, as was the title Get Cheeky, which obviously I blinged up in gold. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and check out the Stick It Down Challenge blog and also Cheeky Studio because they do loads of lovely things. Thank you so much for watching. That was Niki Rowland.